With this couple's fifth wheel, you don't have to be afraid of the rain anymore. What do I mean? Well, let me show you. Hey, what's up? It's Chris Young. Welcome to the all-new Forest River Sabre 33RLP. This coach comes in at 39 feet 5 inches, 11,900. But this is extremely unique because finally, as you're camping, you don't have to be afraid of the rain anymore because your 33RLP stands for Rear Living Patio. Yes, you actually have an extendable patio with its own safety surround, glass front, and awning. Come on, let's check it out. I'm gonna walk you through the rest of the RV, but we gotta do what's known as the initial reveal. This is what I'm talking about. Side patios are an emerging trend that I'm seeing a lot in fifth wheels right now. And I gotta tell you, I'm here for it. I'm usually the one that when I first see something new, I'm like, maybe not. But when I saw this, I thought it was a great idea. Not only do you have the quote unquote party deck style, but you have the slip resistant flooring out here. You got the glass enclosure on the front, which when this slide is up, gives you a beautiful, huge panoramic window when it's closed. So you can go from great visibility to even more visibility and fresh air sitting outside with your own protection from the elements thanks to the carefree awning. Love this, love the screen doors. So I could keep the big door open, close the screen door. Might want to grease it before I do that again next time, sorry. But now I got the cross breeze coming in. I can yell at my son, get off your tablet and come outside. I'm sick and tired of your game. Well, let's do something where you're gonna get sun. Do you have that same issue? Just me? Okay, let's go check out the rest of this thing, come on. Quick little note for my good friend Trish Scher, who, if you haven't seen her, or better yet, been to her stand-up comedy, please do. She's not a fan of the zebra shades. I actually kind of am. And you're gonna find that all throughout the Sabre. The thing that's great about these is you have beautiful, large, panoramic, framed out windows, but the zebra shades are gonna allow you to adjust that light a little bit. Plus, I just think it's kind of cool. To me, it just looks unique. But the 33RLP's calling card outside of that side patio is this rear living setup. You got tremendous space right here for everybody to convene, get together. I got the plush recliners right here with the corner, making this thing an extremely comfortable sectional that also has a pull-out sleeper on it. So you pull that out, it folds down. Now you have a bed that can accommodate 3 people. Think about the grandparents going to visit the kids. You want to have a nice movie night. Take a look at what's dominating my rear wall of this rear living fifth wheel. I have a movie theater versus a TV right here. It's that big. I got gorgeous decorative black inlay here, the frosted glass on my cabinets. 15K BTU ducted AC up ahead. Gorgeous fit and finish because Sabre is just one of those brands that really does a good job of giving you that value. Tremendous bang for the buck. I got the free floating shelves. I got the USB-C and A charging. I got the oversized Greystone fireplace right here, which if the kids are watching the movie, you got the fireplace going on. Maybe this is open. Maybe it's a nice fall night. The breeze is coming in. That's going to be an awesome night. Think of the memories you're going to be having right here. Only thing I wasn't crazy about was this. Now, it is great that I have strut supported storage, but for me, I'm kind of, But hey, it's storage, it's there. Plus, these are gorgeous cabinet fronts with the matte black pulls. I really like the distressed look. The multi-tiered beveling just really looks good and looks clean. I got the slip resistant flooring that goes all the way through this coach. And this kitchen is an experience. So let's go experience it. Not only do we have solid surface countertops all the way around, you have a galley style kitchen that when this super slide on the off-camp side comes in, this goes right over the top. But look at all the prep space that you have here. From my coffee station right here, or maybe even over here, to my oversized convection microwave. I got more frosted glass in my beautiful cabinetry up top, strut supporting on the one above my microwave. Then I come over here to my workstation sink. I got the pull down sprayer faucet, the temperature controls, the sanitizer, the bottle washer, cutting board, veggie washer, the waterfall, the whole nine. I love how they upgraded this because I don't have this in my home. But I feel like I'm going to have a little bit of a better experience, an upgraded feeling and experience if I do want to do something here in the kitchen. Rounded edges, LED underlight, and if you got the furry friends, you have to pull out pet drawer over here on the side. And more storage over here as well. Check this out. Sorry, Rimo. Great little grab and go spot, or, you know, that could be, I don't know, your big giant bucket hat. So you can put that on when you go out there on your side patio. I got the pull out right here for my trash can. I got the large storage space. The flat front drawers on my kitchen cabinetry right here is also awesome. Solid wood, full extension on the drawer guide. Then I come over to my cooktop and they give me the residential styled. I really like this. 24-inch Furion oven. Storage underneath. Then I got the 3-burner cooktop with the grill style grates. I can move my pots and pans around easily. I got the vent right there. More storage here. I just like the way that this is separated. So if my kid's sitting here, I can make him a snack, hand it to him while he's watching TV. I don't have to walk all the way around, but I'm also not going to be disrupted while I'm doing my stuff here, cooking or cleaning. And me personally, I like that. Add that to the fact that they added some beautiful touches like sconces with the wood inlay. Then I got the huge, spacious contour fridge freezer combo that has the controls on the front door. As someone who has to film RVs a lot, cutting off these residential fridges is almost impossible inside these fifth wheels. This is very nice, having my controls up top. It's got the double door freezer down below, got the ice trays there. Then for even more pantry storage, look at what you have here. Bam, got a spot for my mini vac, my Dyson, or my mop, my broom. That's a big storage space. Be kind of tough to reach, you know, all the way up there, but I do like how I could maybe put the cereal boxes or something there. Dig in this little space too. It's just so well laid out and so thoughtful with everything through. This could be your coffee station. Plus I got USB charging, more storage. Man, hideaway hinges. You know, the only thing that I think would be better is if maybe they gave me a dinette that could also be an office. Oh wait, we got one. Tip of the hat to my Sabre folks, because I like what they did with the chairs here. It is very difficult to make storable, comfortable chairs, especially when you're talking about travel trailers and fifth wheels, which, by the way, full profile fifth wheel, if you haven't noticed. Freestanding dinette with these plush, comfortable, overstuffed chairs. This only looks good and clean. It matches the flow. And if you wanted to make this a workstation, you wanted to make it the place where you and the family enjoy those camp cooked meals, you don't have to worry about knocking your knees on poles underneath. And then the windows here, tremendous light, but also reflective sheen on those windows. So the coach is going to be feeling as good here as it does over there. AKA because the sun's coming in, it's not gonna be 10 degrees hotter here. Plus I got the decorative pendant light right here. Giving me some great light. I just like this area. I don't know what it was about the chairs and the table. I saw it and I was like, you know what? This is pretty nice. I'm glad they did it this way. The zebra shades, once again, leave me a comment down below and let me know, what do you think of the zebra shades? My friend Trish does not like them at all. Me, I just happen to like them. And while you're leaving a comment, please click like, subscribe, and notify. And if you're interested in this, just put interested. One of my team members will reach out to you. I even like the little valance that we have up there. Kind of matches the black and white theme. Okay, now let's talk your tanks, command panel, bathroom, and bedroom. Come on. As you leave this gorgeous rear living and kitchen area, I just can't get over this side patio. It's so awesome. You walk up the stairs and here's where you're gonna find your command panel. Now, check your battery, check your fresh tanks, your gray, the whole nine. Your tanks on this, you're looking at a 49-gallon fresh tank, 76-gallon gray tank, and 38-gallon black tank. Here, you can also run out your slides, run out your dual awnings that you have here, and control your HVAC. Now you got dual 15K ACs inside this beauty. You got that fireplace plus a high output furnace inside of here. Add that to the fact that the way Sabre makes their coaches with the laminated vacuum bonded construction, that aluminum super frame, the foam core insulation, the panels on the inside. Vacuum bonding to me is probably one of the best processes. What they do is they take this coach, they put everything together, and then they put it in this pressure chamber that applies 120 pounds of pressure per square inch for like 40 minutes. That just seals everything together so it's a sturdy, solid wall, but more importantly, it's a well-insulated wall. So if you want to go 3, maybe even 4 seasons, depending on where you're at, I never like calling any RV true 4 season, because you might be watching this in Maine, or you might be watching this in Death Valley. You got to use some common sense when you're talking about where you're going to take your coach and what 4 season means to you. But if you want something temperature rated from 0 to over 100 degrees, this is going to be your sweet spot. Walk up the stairs. Now I got this awesome bathroom. The one thing that I will give them huge credit for here is they gave you a slide out linen closet versus just the little mini cubbies. This really is going to increase your storage capacity. The only thing is, where it is, you can't really have it out while you sit on the high-rise porcelain bowl with the foot flush. But I like my vanity. It's got the wood touches, the black and white themes continuing through here. Got a nice little solid cabinet under my sink, and the backlit mirrored medicine cabinet is huge. My showers are also going to be nice, not only because of this glass enclosed shower with the bench seat, the upgraded handle, and the big old skylight, but I got a tankless water heater. Cut this thing on, 10, 15 seconds, I got hot water. Take that quote unquote endless shower. Just remember that endless comes with your propane tanks as well, but being able to take a fast hot shower is very nice. Max vent and fan right here too, which these are nice because they move about a foot of air per second. Now, bedroom. I got a surprise for you there. Now, the surprise inside your bedroom is one that I think I'm probably going to enjoy than a lot more people. But I don't know, you might be like me. Solid pocket door separating the space. I love that. Plus, it's framed in. But you see your shade right here, which, by the way, is not zebra, but it has the white backer. So that's also going to help a little bit with the heat. But why is this different than the rest of the coach? Because you have a projector above your bed. Yes, this is going to be your movie wall. And I love that because it's not a TV that I have to mount somewhere. It's going to take up that additional space. Now I'm utilizing what's already in the coach, innovative design that's also going to give me more area with less stuff. I love this layout. Smart projector. I got the hidden storage above my chest of drawers. Big old fan of that. Wow, those are some solid drawers, man. Kudos to the construction team there. Then they give me a king-size bed in the slide with strut storage underneath. I got power charging here. Oh, right here is your HDMI input for your projector, by the way. So if you want to plug in your laptop or something like that, you can. But this is one of the smart projectors. So, you can log into your YouTube, your Netflix, the whole nine from right there. And your nightstands here are about where your nightstands would be at your home. They're not raised up top above the windows. They're actually down below the mattress. I really like that because that's probably what you have at your home. Got the backlit on my padding there. And over here, you have even more storage that my buddy Ryan says looks like a spice rack. I don't know what you do at home, Ryan, but we're going to leave it out of this RV. Now, my storage is up front here in the front cap. I like how I got the hanger bar. I got the shelves for all my Air Force Ones. And you'll notice that your furnace is ducted through the walls and the cabinetry. That's done that way so you don't get soft spots in the floor. And I'm going to talk about the exterior and the underbelly once we get outside. Mirrored storage here in my front cap in the closet. Love how it looks. I like the LED backlight that we have on the shoe shelf right here. And I don't know about you, but I always carry my Air Force Ones when I go camping. I can't step out to the beach unless I'm rocking. Washer dryer prepped, power. It's just a nice little area. Good little spot, hidden storage all over the place. And it's extremely well built. And it's not even 40 feet, 39.5, 11,910 pounds with a side patio. Speaking of, let's go see how that looks from the outside. Now we talking. Let's step on the outside of your all-new Forest River Sabre 33RLP. Once again, 39 feet, 5 inches, 11,900 pounds dry. I want to start right up front with a couple of things. Number one, this front cap. So, wrapped all the way around, aggressive profile, and the grooving as well as how they did the inlay here, that's going to help with the wind resistance. This is a big full profile fifth wheel, so you're going to need a little bit of help there when it comes to the towing. They're also going to give you a little bit of help with the towing thanks to that BAL Norco hitch. Now, what I like about this thing is sturdy. It doesn't look like it does a lot because it just looks simple. Well, Chris, we've seen ones that have, the little coils in it and the angles. BAL said, you know what, we got all of that too. We're just gonna make it look cleaner and make it look more simple. This gives you good turning radius, but also does a really good job of helping you with that shock absorption, AKA the chucking and bucking while going down the road. Underneath, you're gonna see your storage box, AKA the gen box. I got my spare tire in there right now. You'll also see your battery, your disconnect, and this is your solar charge controller for your solar panels that are on this cutie. I love how manufacturers just put solar on everything. It extends the life of the battery, and if you upgrade the batteries, upgrade the panels, get some good inverters and stuff like that, you can actually run a lot of the features inside the RV from the sun. Very nice feature. Now, Norco hitch, Norco frame. Sturdy, solid, powder coated, plus you got automatic leveling on this bad boy with hitch memory. That is an awesome option because you never know what grade you're going to be on when you try to hook up. Always try to keep it flat, but having that hitch memory means it's a whole lot easier and quicker to hook up. Now we come over to the campsite, gorgeous high gloss finish on my fiberglass exterior, and I talked about that vacuum bonding construction on the inside, but they also gave you some nice safety features on this. You got this Furion side camera prep. You're also prepped for a backup camera too. But what's nice about this is if you do get it installed, which I recommend, cut the blinker on, then your camera is going to show you what's in that lane. Very nice feature to have. You got the 20-pound LP tanks on both sides. I would highly suggest upgrading to the 30s. Heated enclosed underbelly, leash latch for my furry friends. I got the finished off pass-through storage with the rubberized gripping floor. Right here is a really good shot of that aluminum superstructure that they use. Look how thick that is. That's your studs of your house. That's what this is right here. Got my mini fridge, I got my power connector cable, and I got my porthole. So if I want to set up a TV out here, I absolutely can. And everything is behind a lockable anti-slam luggage door. Got the solid steps, the huge grab handle. I got the observation camera prep for my door, which is also another great safety feature. And you got two awnings, 16 foot here for the campsite. Then I got a 12 foot over there over my patio. But you remember how I mentioned the reflective sheen when I was talking in the dinette? That's what it looks like on the exterior. It's clean, it looks good, it makes the coach look brighter, but it also is going to help reflect that heat. Now, this year, they went with the exact slide construction. This is something that's unique to Forest River. It has hidden motors. It really does a good job because it's pretty much like a true fit for this area here. Sealed safety windows all the way around. You'll also see underneath, I got my gorgeous aluminum rims with those radial tires, and those Dexter Easy Lube axles have the wet bolts. I got the tire pressure monitoring, and the extra wide berth is also going to help me with a smoother toe while going down the road. But this, I don't even need to say anything. Leash latch, receiver hitch, backup camera prep, arch ceilings, rain nozzles, 50 amp power cord on the off-camp side, super slide here on the off-camp side as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Terminations are located right here forward of the axles. Really like that because on a coach that's almost 40 feet long, I don't like them being behind the axles because of the grade and possible drag. Got the back of my furnace, back of my tankless water heater. And remember your tanks, once again, they are 49, 76, and 38. That's pretty good sizes for your fresh, your gray, and your black. All right, here, you're gonna see your controls for your one-touch automatic leveling system. I got my city water connection, fresh tank fill. Ooh, what's that? Oh, my cable and my satellite. Black tank flush, antifreeze. I got my switch so I can go from just going to the water to actually doing the antifreeze, AKA the winterization. Really like that. And external shower with hot and cold. Come here, Ryan. He just got him some new shoes. So he don't want to get them wet, but I'm gonna step on them. You know how it is when you get those new white Nikes? One day, mess up your whole week. I'm gonna do it for him. Another slide right here in my bedroom, side vision, and of course, our info panel, which I walked right by. This right here is where you go to see what's the gross weight. You know, you can also see what the load is on the tire, the PSI, the whole nine. These are extremely helpful when not only figuring out what you got to do with your coach, but what are you going to use to tow your coach? Which, by the way, if you bring that to me at Camping World, let me know what you're towing with, where you want to go camping, and how many people you want to accommodate. We'll find the perfect RV for you. It's just finding one that's right for you, from floor plan to all of that. But for the couple who wants to spend more time outside, but take their home with them, Forest River crushed it with this Sabre 33RLP. I love the side patio. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and please click like, subscribe, and notify. You want to see this bad boy in person? Come on into Camping World or check it out online, rv.campingworld.com. I'm Chris Young. Hey, hope you have a great day. I'll see you.